My name is Riya Patel and welcome to my live annotated bibliography. The article that I looked at was the impact of social media on self-esteem of youth. Social media has gained immense popularity in the last decade and has long-lasting effects on people, especially on adolescents. The objective of the study was to analyze the impact of Facebook, a frequently used social media site, on the self-esteem of adolescents. The authors either hypothesized that there is no relationship between social media and self-esteem, or that there is a relationship between social media and self-esteem. Background. The study took place in Karachi, Pakistan. The sample size of the study focused on 150 youth between the ages of 18 to 25 in institutes of business around Karachi. The authors predicted that there would be a high use of social media and is resulting in lower self-esteem among youth. Facebook is what was the representational social media site for all other social networking sites. The methods. The researchers collected primary data filled out by the participants of the sample that asked some basic questions about their attachment and their time spent on social networking sites. The first one focused on the frequency of Facebook usage, and the second one focused on if comparisons are made by the users with others and the impact that it had on their self-esteem. A Rosenberg self-esteem scale was used to identify the level of self-esteem, and a Likert scale was on a scale of 1 to 10 assessed the level of satisfaction. The image on the left showcases the first part of the questionnaire that was asked regarding the time the participants spent on Facebook. The second part, on the right, was asked to the participants how they dealt with the feelings they had in general and measured their satisfaction level. The results showed that approximately 88% of people engaged in making social comparisons on Facebook, and out of the 88%, 98% of these comparisons are upward social comparisons. It was observed that upward social comparisons make people feel inferior and have negative evaluations of themselves. This table helps conclude that there's a negative relationship between the two variables. Increase in time spent on Facebook would result in the decrease of self-esteem of an individual. It could also be concluded that there's a statistically significant correlation between social media usage and self-esteem. An hour spent on Facebook daily results in a 5.5574 decrease in the self-esteem score of an individual. To summarize, social media has very strong impact on lowering self-esteem of individuals, especially youth. Social media usage causes the self-esteem of individuals to decrease, and increased time spent on Facebook would result in a decrease of the self-esteem of that individual. Self-esteem also depends on person to person, and the factors may change. Moderators and mediators. The moderator in the study is a specific age group of youth and both genders. However, other studies have shown that a higher usage of social media has led to lower self-esteem in females more than males. The mediator is the action of viewing other profiles, which has a negative psychological impact because upward comparisons result in negative feelings that have a direct impact on lowering the self-esteem of that individual. Limitations. The respondents were not observed in the study. It was only done through a questionnaire, and hence, the research depended on the integrity and the truthfulness of the subjects. Secondly, all the social networking sites were not included. Only Facebook was considered the representative for all the other networking sites. Self-esteem is also very dependent on the person, and the factors that cause can also vary from person to person, so there could never be one accurate measure that fits all. Future recommendations. Parents and teachers should raise the morale of students in their classrooms and make them more confident in their conduct. Children should also be taken to workshops and awareness programs where they would be guided about self-esteem issues. And campaigns must be held to raise awareness in people regarding the negative repercussions of social networking sites. Thank you.